Yo, what's going on guys? I'm Dimains, and welcome to my Pokemon Sun and Moon review series. Today I'll be reviewing episode 118, Aim for the Top Floor, the Explosive Dragon Gym. You know, the episode which many people thought was fake just because I uploaded a discussion on its summary on April 1st, April Fools, despite April 1st also being the Pokemon anime's anniversary. Yeah, that episode. I don't lie to you guys. But anyway, regardless of that, with the title and number of this episode now stated, let's just jump right into this review. Let's go! So the episode begins off with our gang getting ready to head to the Mali City gym, discount Naruto mentioned in the previous episode. The only gym in Alola, which is meant to be an attraction based off gyms from the Kanto region. Which straight away, I can say that I'm very happy that we received an episode where our gang visit this gym. Because much like I said in my previous review, I was kinda scared our gang would never visit Mali City, and in fact, that going to a gym would give us the excuse to watch an awesome, action-packed gym battle. Well, I had hoped so, as, well, we'll get to the gym battle later on. But at this moment in time, I was very pumped to see our characters decide to visit this gym. Upon arriving at the gym though, some other ninja characters appear and state to our characters that to battle the gym leader of this gym, they have to get past multiple floors of obstacles who stood by one of them. You know, this essentially being the closest thing we've ever gotten to a gym puzzle in the Pokemon anime. I mean, we have seen some gym puzzles in some fashion, Grant's gym first coming to mind where Ash had to climb a rock climbing wall to get to his battlefield. However, this is a step up by a mile, which I really appreciate. It's honouring the Pokemon games in a pleasant way. Not only that, but the obstacles our gang had to overcome were gleaming with fun. Now sure, these obstacles were nothing like the ones in the Sun and Moon games, but the point still stands that I feel like it's honouring all kinds of gyms from the games in a heartwarming way. And it even provides an extraordinary twist in my eyes for what was quite frankly a boring puzzle in the games. But that's understandable, as it was a copy and paste of Surge's gym puzzle. I wish we got to see more of what we did in this episode in old gym episodes, excluding the battle. With that said though, let's finally start to focus on each of these floor obstacles. So for the first floor, our gang had to cross over some water without swimming in it, which although they received some items to help them with this obstacle, Lily, of course always being the smartest one out of them all, comes up with the idea for Snowy to use powder snow on this water, which freezes it, and they managed to make their way on the other side, which was lovely. Sophocles even slided on the ice, which made me laugh out loud as it was just so unexpected. Side note though, the music upon entering this floor was really soothing, yet also quite intense, giving off this kind of Legend of Zelda vibe, which I couldn't help but adore. But obviously, it wasn't based on Zelda. But as a fan of the series, it being my second favourite Nintendo series, I just couldn't not think of the franchise with that kind of tune. Regardless of that though, now on the second floor, a ninja reveals that our gang have to eat all the food that is left out for them. Which was definitely the laziest floor out of them all. It not really giving that much entertainment. Apart from a cute gag from Lily, where she exclaims that she doesn't want to eat a jelly based off a Goldeen due to it looking cute. Which, oh my god, that fits her character so well. And things are only going to get better for her character within this episode. As on the third floor, a ninja tasks our characters to land a certain amount of points on targets by using shurikens. Which Lily, who obviously isn't always confident in her abilities and always wants to try her absolute best, goes crazy by throwing shurikens all over the room, losing control, even cutting Kyoi's hair, which was goddamn amusing. God, I love Lily's character so much. Meanwhile, Ash and Kioi got some good scores by throwing these shurikens. Though Lana, who's a god at sports, outdoes both of them by getting a perfect score on each target, then giving off this look. That's the look of a girl who knows she's the best in the entire group. Well, second best. Oh, by the way, Milo and Sophocles decided to stay on the second floor because Sophocles was still hungry, and Milo wanted to get some recipes for some of the food she had tried. which I like that little detail for her. It helps towards her goal. Lily on the 3rd floor though is forced to stay until she hits the shurikens on each of the targets, while Ash, Lana and Kiyowe are allowed to move on to the 4th floor, though Lily didn't mind. On that 4th floor, our characters were tasked with going through an actual obstacle course, with a giant wrecking ball ready to hit our characters at any time, which Kiyowe dodged this ball and completed the overall course, while Ash, who follows after, decides to send out Meltan to eat the chain of the ball, which was a really dumb idea, as the ball now unattached destroys the entire obstacle course, leaving Lana quite frustrated she couldn't even complete it herself as well. Though, as you can tell from my laughs at the moment, this overall scene was quite humorous. This guy Naruto, who was the host of this floor, then reveals to Ash and Kiyowe, not really caring about their damage Ash caused for some reason, that they will now be the only two to challenge the gym leader, himself being on the 5th and final floor, where the rest of our characters even reunite and decide to watch this gym battle. The gym leader himself being a character called Ryuki, who is a character who challenges you for the champion throne in the Sun and Moon games and is even a trainer you can battle in the gym. Though he wasn't the gym leader. The gym leader was a generic NPC. So I really admire this twist of making this uniquely designed character be the gym leader of this gym. I quite adored the champion theme playing alongside this reveal as well. Firstly battling our gym leader though will be Kiyowe and his Marowak, which after Ryuki performs the XYZ theme, or better known as the Ash Greninja theme, he easily loses, as he was deafened by this tune, not being able to concentrate, whilst Marowak, who knew how epic the tune was just jamming to it. Even talking to Mario who wasn't battling. You know what's up, eh? But, wow, I did not expect to hear the XYZ theme anytime soon. The last time we ever heard it was during the Guzzlord battle in episode 101, and then an XY episode before then. But still, it was quite a shock to see this. Yet, as you can tell from my reaction, a very delightful shock. Props to the anime crew for remixing it a little bit as well to fit this moment perfectly. As this scene demonstrated, Ryuki is a rock star of some sorts as well, which I might as well say now, but I found this quite lovable for a character. It demonstrated it better than the games could ever do as well, but that's to be expected. I just wish we got to see more of him within this episode. However, I'm positive he's going to be competing in the league, so that should fill my desires. Nor will have really affected how much I like this episode already. But, yeah. Getting back to the story, Ryuki won by the power of music as you can see, which I didn't really mind as it was a quite engaging and cool scene. Not only that, but I had a feeling that this episode would save all the action for Ash anyway, which when he steps up for his battle, I was completely wrong. I mean, yeah, we did see action in this battle, but it was very mediocre. In fact, I don't have any highlights worth mentioning in this battle whatsoever that isn't a new move getting revealed, as Ash decided to battle Ryuki's Jordan and Swilers using his Meltan and Rowlet, which Meltan was revealed to know Harden, which is cool I guess, it can be useful for future battles, and Rowlet learned Brave Bird. Though I will admit, that's at least awesome, as not only is it an amazing move in general, but it shows Rowlet's power level and development in a neat way, as Ash's starter Pokemon reach full maturity once they master the strongest move in their type, which is Brave Bird for Rowlet. And Ash's regional birds are exactly like this as well, which is usually used with Brave Bird, even if Rowlet isn't really a regional bird. But, regardless of that, yeah, I just really like this. I'm telling you as well. Even though it will be plot armor, Rowlet's definitely winning against House Decidueye in the Pokemon League. This move just screams it even more. My original evidence only being that he hasn't won against Decidueye yet. But moving on, altogether regardless of this move, it doesn't change the fact that the battle was lackluster. I really wish there was more to it. But I guess that's what happens when the series decides to put a backseat on battles to focus more on fun aspects and even plotting other episodes, which I'm not going to sit here and complain about, as it's one thing I do appreciate Sun and Moon for at times. Myself already shown how much I love the obstacles before this gym battle. Just you know, it would have been lovely if we received more action at time to time. Continuing on with the story though, upon Ash winning this gym battle, some nice victory music, that being the Sun and Moon title screen music, plays when Ash receives this gym's badge. But on his way back to Melemele Island, Meltan ended up eating half of the gym badge, which was a nice comedic, yet also sweet way, due to Meltan being so cute, to end the episode off fun. What do I think of this overall episode though? Well, despite myself thinking the main focus of this episode was disappointing, as you saw, that being the gym battle, I can't deny the fact that everything beforehand just screamed a lot of fun to me. Not only that, but something I didn't get the chance to express yet, is that I believe Meltan's character is getting handled so well so far, which I can't help but appreciate. I mean, come on, in 8 episodes, it's already had 4 character focused episodes, knows 3 moves, is a decent battler, has a lovable personality, and is already set up to have more development in future episodes. As this episode foreshadowed that it doesn't always listen to Ash's commands, which I forgot to mention. Ash and Meltan needing to work on that teamwork, which will bound to be satisfying development. Like bro, legitimately, I thought Meltan would get very little screen time, because the anime has a lot of remaining plot points to go over. But here we are, with the anime making this Pokemon worthwhile. Hell, Meltan is already better than Poipo in every way when it comes to being an Ash Pokemon. Though, I wouldn't be this upset about Poipo if Ash actually took care of it in a similar way to Haunter and Segaleo. It being an unofficial Pokemon, instead of himself catching it, making it an official Pokemon. It getting our hopes up to see Poipo become a strong battler, when clearly, the writers had no intention to really make Ash use it in battles, but rather, use it for plot, like Segaleo. I mean, Poipo did battle once, but the point still stands. But getting back to Meltan now, yeah, it just works so much better than Poipo as a Pokemon officially owned by Ash. And Meltan's character is also something I enjoyed when it comes to this episode at hand. That being, all I need to say for this episode now, to be honest. Just in general, it was a fun episode, but for sure, there was some potential gone to waste. Though, if you haven't watched this episode, I would recommend so when you have free time. It just isn't an episode you have to see though, you know? To end off this review though, I am now going to rank this episode in my leaderboards. Which basically, to any new viewer, my leaderboards are to show you how much I like or dislike an episode opposed to another. Which firstly for the season 3 leaderboard, I point this episode as number 18 out of 28. And that is because I felt like this episode screamed more fun than episode 113, which that fun mostly came from the last 5 minutes anyway. Whilst I believe for episode 98, it just had such an underrated strong theme surrounding Ash and Roten's relationship that I can't bring myself to make it lower. Myself obviously admiring it more. As for the overall leaderboard though, I point this episode as number 72 out of 118. Which isn't bad whatsoever, it's in the decent area. To see the full leaderboards though, check out the link I'll leave in the description below. Meanwhile, let me know in the comments down below what you personally thought of this episode though, if you've watched it. I'd love to hear. As for everybody, now concludes this review. So, if you did enjoy, then please be sure to consider leaving a like, a share, and if you're new here, a subscribe along with hitting that bell icon to stay in loop with all things Pokemon anime related. If you want to support this channel any further way, I also have a Patreon. Thank you for watching everybody, this is Entity Maze, signing out.